You know what time it is. It's time to get sauced up with another Super Saiyan Jutsu reaction to Dr. Stone Season 2. We are back in it, man. Episode 2. Episode 1 was a cool, getting us in the situation where, man, they got the crop action activated because they were talking about the majority of people that were dying in this world was because of lack of food. So interesting. Obviously, we think, oh, there's an abundance of food, but for this culture that's there, they only know fishing. They don't think of anything else outside of fish. So, seeing how they could cook other meats, how they could grow their own crops, agriculture, that type of stuff. So really dope to see. I'm so excited to see how this expands over this season. And if you guys want to join me on my journey with this show this season, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And also, if you guys want to catch this early and uncut, you all have the Phantom Troop and Patreon, either one of those. But if you guys want to catch this live, you could have watched this live reaction over on the Phantom Troop. So make sure you guys check that out. Same tiered structure as Patreon, just a little bit saucier, you know what I'm saying? And it's more exclusive, you know what I'm saying? And just to be a part of the community, it costs you no money. You know what I'm saying? If you want uncut reactions and things like that, there's tiers for that. But if you just want to be involved in the community over there, it's absolutely free. Make sure you guys check that out at the card up here. But other than that, are you guys ready to go? Let's get this thing moving. Nah, it's so crazy. They don't even know that it tastes bad. Chill. He's like, bro, chill out, bro. Your face is saying something completely different right now. Ron, what up, bro? King Sauce, what up? You're hiding something. What you want, soda? What you want? Nah. Not whisper, whisper, whisper. That's so dope though, because he's like, all right, cool, what you want to make, let's make it, because it's only gonna allow us to expand anyways, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna find something new. 3-star chef? Yeah. Yeah. Look, you're getting peed on. Click, 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 click. Yeah. Oh, with the quickness. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Sauce. Chill. Oh, she's saucy with it. Where you going? You didn't know you going. Nah, she on a mission, bro. She a realist? I know, right? I mean, hey. At the finished bread? Nah, they just walked right in. Look, he dead, bro. She walked through the whole night. Nah. Nah. I did. Bread that can last months? What? Bread that lasts 10 months? What? Is this a real thing? I mean, obviously, Dr. Stone is Dr. Stone. We know a lot of stuff that happens in this is real. Is there bread that lasts that long? Is that a thing? Goat's milk. Squirt. Squirt. Shake it up. Shake, wait. Shake, wait. Shake, wait. Shake, wait. Oh, look at that. The butter. That's so crazy. Mm. Satisfy all greed with flawless hospitality. Look at that. No, fresh bread do smell bomb, bro. Oh, really? Nah. Mm. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, boy. Look at that. That's fire. Nice. Come on, bro. Bread acquired. Let's go. That's just fire. Come on, man. It'll spoil faster. Mm. No, not bread class. Literally just flour and water, bro. That's crazy. What the hell? Nah. Look at that. Nah, my dude came out looking saucy. Nah, not the clothes. That's a new charger, Hellcat. Shut up. A mirror. Mirror acquired. She got, man, she curvy, boy. She wants to make a camera. Yeah. Not Sen. Yo, this is hilarious. So for those that aren't into cameras, this is essentially a Nikon. He says Sencon, like Nikon, and then the Sencor is like the Nikkor lenses. That's funny. That's hilarious. Well, she was a journalist too, right? So she liked capturing things, so that makes sense. And having somebody there that can document, you know what I'm saying? That's actually super fire. That's fire. Guys, welcome, man. Whoever's in here, man, if you guys are here live, make sure you guys let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I promise I'll use this one shot. Yeah. Since I'm saying, like, you get she's a journalist, so for her to document the world as it's developing, that's kind of like you're extremely valuable. Like that level of value now goes through the roof because no matter who, what other factions, whatever they're gonna want somebody to tell the story. You know what I'm saying? This is what took place, which is why news and media and journalists are so important. Usually when they go to different places and stuff, they're usually, like if they go to like battlefields and stuff like that, like they're kind of like an off limits thing, even for the enemy. Like it's actually really weird how that is. Like journalists are kind of like protected in that right because they need to document. You know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting. Nah. Nah, she's excited. Nah, my man over here looking spiffy. Nah. Literally mapping out. It's so sick. Not the tongue out. Oh, not Einstein. With the EMC equals MC squared. Hey, that's fire, boy. Come on, man. This shit is sick. This shit is so tight, bro. This shit is so tight. I love Dr. Stone. I love Dr. Stone primarily because of how fired, like the science aspect, them creating things. Like, it's just so sick. But I was like, oh, it's over. That was gas. Bro, it's sick. Zooming out. Oh yeah, guys, so on the stream, just so you guys know. So if you're looking at it like this, like I can't see anything, like this, right under the emojis is a little square. Hit that and it should shrink it down. I can't do it backwards, but it should shrink it down so it's like this, and then you just rotate and it goes bloop, right? That's simple. So it should be really easy. Either way, it should be under that as well. So, yeah. Just make, and if it isn't there, if you guys actually don't see it like that, it's because your app isn't up to date. So you need to go update your app. They're making so many changes. It's a smaller company, so they're able to make changes and updates fairly quickly. So they're continuously making updates and stuff. That's what I said. Plus, the pacing of this anime is fire. I agree. The anime is so fire. Again, I just like the fact that every episode they're making something, they're acquiring something to push the race forward. And he even said the same thing. It's like, well, no matter what it is that they're actually trying to do, right? They're like, hey, she said she wanted a camera. That is going to help push whatever they're trying to do anyway. It's like, all right, well, cool. Well, what is that? We need mirrors for that. Cool. There's going to be certain aspects of a camera that we're going to need in the future anyway. So awesome, which is why they showed the mirror in the first place, because it's so important in cameras. Awesome. But then even that, it's like, okay, now that we have cameras, we need to map. We already have a balloon. We can map. You know what I'm saying? It's so fire, bro. I love it. The way who comes in can be aware to up what? Oh, got you. Can I pin? I don't know if I can pin. Let me see. I'm just gonna do this. Hello. Can I pin it? I can't pin. That will be definitely something that I should let them know on the team, so we can get that pin action. If you were there and you got revived, what would you ask for? Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm mad practical, you know. So in that scenario, I think they already had the biggest thing last season was food. Not food, was the cell phone. Being able to communicate mobily that changes everything, right? I remember when mobile phones really started to become a thing. Obviously late 80s, but like when people actually started to be actual, the average person could buy them was like early 90s, mid to early 90s. And like seeing people with cell phones and being able to call when you're not home without putting quarters into payphones, crazy, right? Like that concept is wild. I think a lot of people don't even remember what that was. Most people had pagers, right? So you would call a pager and it would show that a person would, like, it'll show the person's phone number that's calling you, so you could then call them back. Like that's what it was for when you weren't at home, right? So kids now have no concept what a pager is. I feel like that's been lost in the history books as a way of communicating, because it wasn't a communication. It was more of like it was like early text message. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, well, I'm gonna send you that. I need you to call me back. So I'm gonna call your pager, right? Crazy, like super interesting. But so according to you, mobile is turn of event in history. I mean, communication, right? So in this world, they didn't have paper and writing and stuff in this world, right? So they didn't have a mail system to communicate to other civilizations because they didn't know other civilizations existed, right? They just thought they were this little whatever. So you're coming into this world and finding other people that have actually survived and are living. You're like, hold on. Okay, so people have been living here. All right, well, if there's other factions and stuff, we need to be able to communicate. And paper's gonna take way too long. You know what I'm saying? So we need to find an immediate way of communicating across a vast amount of space. So I just think that's really dope. Knowing that, like, communication is especially in this type of world, is that time difference could be the meaning of life or death for somebody. You know? So that's awesome. I would have been in that mind of like, how do we get that? You know? King Sauce said, we take paper so for granted. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But that's the thing though, where it's like, you know, they didn't really have, there was no need at that time in their little town to have a mail system. They didn't know that there was any other people outside of their town, you know? So really dope. Love this episode. What I'm gonna do now is, I'm trying to think, maybe I should just do just as I said, if they the anime take this route, like other people also revived, like in different continent, like Senku. I mean, we never know, right? Like, we're assuming that Senku's the only person that figured this out, that could revive people. So we don't know if we don't know if the whole world is like this. We're assuming that it is. And then if that's the case, is Japan the first people that are starting to spread out? Are there any other people? What's the term when they're breaking out of their stone? I don't know, it's de-stoning, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do, really quick, if you guys are tuning in on YouTube, if you guys didn't catch this live, it will be over on the Phantom Troop and Patreon, depending on which one you decide to use. So you guys can check that out post. But if you guys didn't tune in live, man, where y'all at, bro? Join on the Phantom Troop. It's super dope. And we're going to be doing more lives here anyway. So I finally got things sorted in OBS to get the recording the way that I needed to record. So we should be solid for that. So if it's not like super early for the live, like for instance, Hell's Paradise, like I probably wouldn't do a live reaction for that since I'm watching it when it drops immediately. For animes that I do that, I probably won't do lives, just primarily I don't want you guys coming here watching it for the first time with me if I'm pausing, and you know what I'm saying, like it's just, I want you guys to come back after you've seen it. But outside of that, yeah. He said, will comments be shown? Comments aren't, I mean, there's nothing really shown from the actual chat. I gotta figure out how to get the chat stuff into the OBS and all that, but yeah. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys. I will catch you guys in the next Dr. Stone reaction.